Welcome, children, to SV Union High School and Junior College. This is Deepa Fadke. This session we will be learning Standard 8 English 2.2 lesson Nature created man and woman as equals. So let's begin learning with word meanings. Let's begin. Activist means a person who uses or supports strong actions. Advocate, supports. Amused, delighted. Appreciate, thankful. Astronaut, a person who travels beyond the Earth's atmosphere. At the sight of, on seeing. Civilizing, educating. Dimensions, aspects. Discriminate, treat one person or group better or worse than another in an unfair way. Discrimination, the act of making distinctions. Elimination, getting rid of. Extend one's helping hand, be of assistance. Fascinated, captivated. Fragrance, pleasant smell. Gender, fact of being made male or female. Glorified, praised. Laments, expresses grief or sorrow. Legal, related to law. Mingles, mixes. Naturalist, an expert in the study of natural history. Nestles, enclosed to. Pioneer, a person who is among the first to take up a cause, especially in a new region. Let's continue learning the meanings. Potential means the qualities that exist and can be developed. Presses on, persuades someone to do something. Rolling, extending in long, gentle slopes. Subjugated, controlled and dominated over. Suppression, the act of being forcefully put down. Symposium, a meeting at which experts have a discussion on a particular subject. Testify, provide proof or evidence. Throw light on, to give information or explanation. To be a person of lesser quality, to be inferior. To be beyond comparison, to be matchless. To beam with joy, to have a big smile on one's face. To press on, to go on in a determined manner. To ring in one's ears, to linger in the memory. To spare some time, to make some time, under the aegis with the protection or support a particular organization or person. Along with this, children, we need to learn certain things like United Nations Declaration on Human Rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is UDHR, is a milestone document in the history of human rights. It lists 30 articles in the form of rights for people all over the world. These rights are conferred on people just because they are humans and allows each person to live a life of respect. 10 December is celebrated as Human Rights Day to honor the adoption of UDHR, that is Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The lesson Nature created man and woman as equals. It appeals for fairness and justice between genders, not only in words but also in deeds, in practice. It looks at this unresolved issue of gender inequality through the innocent eyes of Lanthoi, the 12-year-old daughter of Ashanbi. Children, this lesson, Nature created man and woman as equals, is a small write-up. It is about a progressive household in Northeast India. In this write-up, we can see that a mother is teaching, the mother is discussing with her 12-year-old daughter about the topic that God has created men and women as equals. So let's begin learning the lesson first with the first paragraph. The house and its surroundings are a sight of peace in the early morning of April. It nestles by the side of a small stream of crystal clear water. The stream tumbles down the green mountains only 2 miles or so away. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land, rolling with yellow mustard flowers. between the mountain range and the house. A garden is in front of the house. Trees of many kinds bearing flowers of various hues and fruits grow on all sides of the house. There is a beautiful depiction of house and its surroundings. House and its surroundings are a sight of peaceful, very peaceful, which shows the early morning of April. By both the sides, there's a small stream of crystal clear water, and the stream also tumbles down, gets down the green mountains only 2 miles or maybe so away. There is a stretch of 100 acres of fertile land rolling with yellow mustard flowers. Between the mountain range and the house, there's a garden in front of the house. There are different kinds of trees bearing fruits, flowers at both the sides of the house. The courtyard smells of jasmine, which blooms in bunches of white pearls. The fragrance mingles with the thin smoke that rises from sweet-smelling incense sticks. The burning incense sticks are glowing at the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. The morning time is described very well, children, here. The courtyard smells of jasmine. There are jasmine flowers. There's a fragrance of even thin smoke which rises from the sweet-smelling incense sticks. Do you know, children, what are incense sticks? Which we offer to the God when we do puja or when we pray to God. The burning sticks are glowing, and they are glowing at the altar of God. What is an altar, children? It's a table or flat top where we have placed God's idol in the middle of the courtyard. So these burning sticks are burning, which are kept on the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. Ashinbi is in her reading room and busy with writing an article. She is a middle-aged mother of 3 children and a journalist and a women's rights activist. Lantoi, her youngest daughter, enters the room. She is an intelligent girl. Today, she looks thoughtful and she takes a seat by her mother's side. At the sight of a child, Ashanti lovingly asks, "Have you finished your study, my dear?" "Yes, mother. I finished it last night. Today, being Sunday, I want to do something interesting," Lantoi says and waits for her mother's response. "Tell me, what do you want to do?" Ashanti asks her, quite amused. "Mother, tomorrow I am going to represent the Siroi Lily House as a speaker in a symposium at our school. The topic is God created men and women as equals. Will you spare some time to have a discussion with me?" Lantoi presses on her mother. Ashanti is very busy writing an article because she is a journalist. She is a middle-aged woman who has 3 children. She is a journalist as well as women's rights activist. She is busy doing some work, and the girl, the youngest, 12-year-old Lantoi, enters the room. She looks to be very thoughtful. She takes a seat by her mother's side, and at the sight of her child, Ashanbi also lovingly asks her whether she has finished her homework. Lantoi answers that she has already done it on the previous night. Now, being a Sunday, little Lantoi seeks help from her parents to represent the Siroi Lily House as a speaker in the symposium on the topic God created men and women as equals. She requests her mother to help her out for writing that speech which she is going to speak in her symposium. Lantoi has just had a discussion with her father on the topic. Tomba, her father, is a husband supportive of the activities of his wife and a loving father. He is a lawyer and a social worker who advocates the cause of women. He is always proud of his wife, the 2 daughters, and the son. In times of need, he extends his helping hand to his wife and children and to the society at large. He does not discriminate between a man's work and a woman's work anywhere. He shares equally with his wife in doing the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking, and feeding the children. Had he not shared in these activities in the way he does, his wife wouldn't have been a successful professional. He wholeheartedly believes in equality, irrespective of class, religion, and gender. In his discussion with his daughter, he laments over the great injustice done on women in the society, telling her, "My dear child, the world is still full of inequalities. We have to find a way to bring equality between men and women." Her father's words are still ringing in the ears of Lanthui, and she tells her mother of what her father has told her. So children, Lanthui's father, who is a lawyer and a social worker, and who is also a supporter of the cause of women, is a living example of a person who practices gender equality in his home. He helps his wife in all home-related chores equally and also supports his wife's career, because of which she is a successful journalist and a women's rights activist. Appreciative of her husband for his views, Ashanbi says, "Your father is right. In no society do women enjoy the same opportunities enjoyed by men. It is because of your father that I feel no difference or inequality at home. But outside our home, I have seen that women have been subjugated in many ways. It is against the will of God. God has sent men and women to our earth to share the joys and sorrows of life equally, to share His blessings and to enjoy the bounty of nature equally. This is what your topic means." Ashanbi appreciates her husband for his views. She says that her husband, Lanthui's father, is always been very right. No society actually gives same opportunities which are enjoyed by men. Observing they are not easily given to women. The parents had for each other, the abundance, love, respect, care, peace, justice between the parents and towards their children. Lanthui is greatly inspired by her parents. Ashanbi also explains to her daughter that all those rights, even the freedom that is given by her husband to her in their house, is something amazing. And she also says that no opportunities, no enjoyment is given to women by men in the society. Exactly, their house is totally different than what it is seen in the society regarding women's rights. She says that God has sent men and women equally on the earth to share the joys equally as well as the sorrows of life also, to share God's blessings and to enjoy the bounty of nature which is there, which the nature is always ready to give both men and women equally. This is what the meaning of the topic was, which Lanthui was going to speak in her school on the next day.